Hey everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and we are just getting set up to play another live game. In this video, what we're going to be looking at is the rosters and the characters that we're going to be using on Sunday during our live game. It's going to be a live game of the Pulp Alley Tabletop Adventure Game, Sunday, 10 a.m. Hey, before we get too much further, will you take a moment, make sure you hit that like button for us. If you're not a subscriber, we would definitely appreciate it. Consider subscribing to our little channel here. And be sure to hit that bell. We get shadow banned sometimes, and YouTube doesn't really send our videos out to that many folks. So take a minute and make sure you hit that bell so you get hopefully you get a notification when we upload a new video. So what we're looking at today is the characters, and here's a picture of the one of the leagues that we're going to be using. This is a Danish detachment here on the planet Venus. This is 1888. You can see the characters here. We have the leader there in the front, Miliki, and then we have Vanamoinen, her two wolves, Vanamoinen and Lemminkainen. We got Olga, Anna, we got Safi and Hilda, and then we got Paiute there in the back. So here we go with the stats. Miliki, of course, is a level 4 leader. She is a veteran. She's got Moxie. She is also a commander, so that's going to give her 4 extra slots on her league. And I like to do that when we're doing military sort of leagues because it just kind of feels good. Also with Moxie and veteran, she's not going to lose. She's basically just going to ignore the multiple fights penalty, regardless of whether or not she's brawling or shooting. Either one. Now, her sidekick is Vanamoinen there. He is a wolf. He is a beast, an animal, and fierce. He also has the savage. Look at that big brawl of 5d8. That could cause some serious damage. Now, her other wolf is only level 2. That's Lemminkainen. Also beast, animal, and fierce. Not quite as tough as Vanamoinen, but still with 4-6 brawl, definitely something to watch out for. Now, most of her troops, she's got 2 gals with little SMGs. She's got Anna and Olga that are going to be throwing out some burst fire. That's kind of nice. They got a decent brawl and a decent dodge. But they're going to be trying to hold those gaps and use those burst weapons to try and maybe keep the beasties away. Now, her other 2 characters are Safi and Hilda. Those are her riflemen. Both of them are pretty darn good shots with 3-6 in shooting each and 2-6 in dodge. The last character appearing on her roster is a Woodman. He is named Paiute, and he has the beast ability, animal, and fierce, but he is only a level 1 character. Sometimes folks ask me, where did these come from? Of course, that Tree Man is a Games Workshop thing, or Dryad or something like that, I think. The 2 wolves, maybe Ralpartha, maybe Reaper, not really sure, don't remember anymore. The ladies here that I'm using for my Danish force are old miniatures, I believe discontinued and no longer available. They were made by Hinterland Miniatures. Paul Hicks is the fellow that did a lot of their sculpting. So these are really, really good figures. He does some awesome work. So it's really pretty disappointing that the figures are no longer available. So that is the Danish force. They're going to be trying to hold the middle of the table. They're going to be trying to hold the little outpost out here and stop the enemy from getting inside there. Now, here's a look at the Skrulls. So the Skrull force is basically a huge number. It's mainly made up of gangs, right? In Pulp Alley, you can use the gang rules. So the leader is here at the front here. The Danes call him Burning Cloud. Kek Inch is his Skrull name. So we have he's got Indomitable, That's going to help try to keep him on the table. But he also has a new ability out of the character's book called Snipe. So he's going to be possibly, it sounds like, hanging back and using that snipe ability to try and pick off and try and weaken some of those walls so that his Skrulls can get across those and into the courtyard. So we'll see how that works. The main force is made up of 7 Skrulls. Those are 5-man groups. And there are 7 of them out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them altogether. Basically, just using the gang rules. They have the disciplined ability. And in this instance, it's really intended to represent the Skrulls' ability to utilize the terrain more effectively. That means they always count as being in cover. So they can maybe blend in with the terrain better and that sort of thing. And then the yellow faces out there, we have 1 unit of older Skrulls forming just a Skrull mob. There's only a unit of 5 models there. And for that unit, the yellow face unit, they basically just always roll 1 dice for everything they do. So that is the mob rule. They're also just a 1-point mob or 1-point gang instead of 2 points like the other Skrulls are. And then, of course, they do have the mastermind perk in this league. And I think that's kind of cool because that represents the idea that there is somebody else behind this. There is somebody lurking in the shadows driving this revolt here amongst the Skrulls. So what the Skrulls are doing are they're trying to capture this little remote jungle outpost. A very small detachment of Danes are here, and we'll have to see. Can they hold the outpost, or are they going to get overwhelmed? And one of the special rules that we're going to use in this scenario is the endless wave. So there's going to be even more Skrulls than what you currently see on the table. There will be even more. This is a big fun game, I think, because it utilizes a very asymmetric sort of style. You have a small group of 5 or 6, 7, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 or so models, close to 40 models on the other side. So that's pretty cool. Could easily have included more, and I thought about it for a little while, including even more models by making all of them mobs, and it could have possibly even doubled the number of models that I had out there, but I didn't want to paint up any more Skrulls, so I'm going with what I got. Of course, the Skrulls I'm using are the old miniatures from Games Workshop, some Warhammer miniatures there. Yeah, I think that's what all of them are. Out of an old plastic set from, probably over 20 years ago. Remember, we're going to be playing this live on Sunday at 10 a.m. Now let's take a quick look at some of just the terrain that we're dealing with. So here's the outpost. Here is the outpost. The Danes are set up around it. The Danes technically are not allowed to leave that area. They must remain inside the outpost area. And we're just going to have to see, can the Skrulls overwhelm them and take it? That's what we're going to have to see. So be sure and hit that like button. Be sure and hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Be sure and hit that, the bell down there to make sure you get a notification when we upload a new video. Remember, we will be playing this game live, hopefully live, Sunday, 10 a.m. That's tomorrow. I hope you'll join us. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.